That's on the 5-star. His damage is so crazy.
Oh my god. 11 viewers? Are you kidding me? Wow. Wow. I know, Chi, right? I have to thank Brian Grant for this one. He's sending some people my way. Normally it's just me and Chi hanging out in here. What's up, Glory? Thanks for letting BG know. I really appreciate it. Maximus Savage, good to have you. Can't hang, but I haven't watched a new one yet, so I appreciate it, dude. Wild Bald Raid, hell yeah! Welcome, guys. I've started streaming. Nice intro screen, one of the best I've seen. Thank you, thank you. It was fun to do. I don't know how to use Photoshop. I've just been using this browser-based thing. BG Raid. What's up, Aaron C? Terry Henderson. Derek back in the house. The Hung. Scarco. Jason Wildbunch. Banana Raid, Blue Acid. Thanks, everybody, for coming on in. Oh, my God. I've been talking to myself for a couple of days. I've been talking to Chi here for a little while. What's up? What's up, BG? Welcome to the stream. I have no idea how to mod people or anything, or do anything yet. Thank you guys so much for coming in. Banana Raid. This is the best day ever. I was like, maybe I'll stream tonight. I don't know. But yeah, we're gonna do it. How's everybody doing? Welcome, welcome. Always gonna support a long-time alliance mate. Appreciate that, Gloria, man. Yeah, Gloria and I have been in alliances together for a long, long time. Back in the 3 Loki days. What's up, everybody? Hey, yeah, I was just gonna come in here and kind of talk about Falcon Winter Soldier and grind some arena, and I don't know, talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. Click on their name in YouTube chat, and you can mod there. Oh, I can't do it in Streamlabs. All right, let me see. Let me see. Oh, I forgot. My computer doesn't like to do anything while Streamlabs is running. Oh well. I'll figure it out later. 3 dots next to the message, I think. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, it's not quite working. We'll figure it out later. Yeah, if anybody gets crazy, I'll just figure out how to boot them on the fly, I suppose. See, episode of 5, Falcon of Winter. $5? What? No way! There he is. Thank you. Well, dude. Episode 5, Falcon Winter Soldier. Yeah. Can't stay because Foz have a good one. Yeah, thanks. Glad to be here. Appreciate it. Someone help this man get his stream tight. I don't know. Okay, yeah, I'm still learning. This is like 3rd or 4th stream, so I'm just getting used to all the bells and whistles. No spoilers at all. But I enjoyed it. It was one of those character developy episodes where they took some time with the main characters involved, and I was really happy. Episode 2 of the original Bend, I have not had time. I had a birthday just a week ago, and my friends, we both got our double Fauci ouchies, and we were so they took me out for my double birthday missed dinner tonight, so it was very nice. They also had a baby over quarantine, which I met, and it was so cute. Nice, Dark. Can't stay, haven't watched yet. Have a good one. Oh, nice to have you in for a moment, Jared. Appreciate it. Yeah. Thank you so much, Dark. I really appreciate it. Like, wow. You're my first donation. I will also frame this as along with my first subscribers. Did I run Variant yet? I have not the new one. I was thinking about doing like a day stream tomorrow and just jumping in there and see what it's like. Batman dies in Falcon and Winter. Man, come on. Yeah, Batman and Robin survives though in Falcon and Winter Soldier. He gets away from Mr. Freeze, but then they're all taken down by Shadowhawk. And if you get that, you're as old as I am. I have 22 subs now. I just doubled my. Sorry, did I just blow out your ears? You've just like doubled my sub count. Dark? Just I don't know. I don't want to. I can't make it a big D, but I got to figure out how to make a thing up there at the top with your guys' names on it, because I really appreciate that, Dark. I would like to use the time stone and join 3 Loki back in the day. It was a fun alliance, man. It was a fun alliance. It's pretty darn impressive how well they're making these series. Series character development, I love it. Me too, yeah. And the action scenes are dope. Like that first helicopter chase scene when Falcon's just murking dudes. I was like, okay. They just gave me a full first act of a movie-like thing. I'm in. I'm all in on this. Sorry, but I'm in the same situation as Shared Vision. Glad to be here. Have a nice stream. It's a nice atmosphere. Thanks, Onyx Olympian. I really appreciate that. Hopefully we'll see you again when I stream at more reasonable times. Glad to be the first donation. That's a great honor. Yeah, it really is, man. It's a great honor for me. I used my stimmy check to buy a few things to stream, and hopefully, doing it will put some of that money back in the old bank. Not counting on that at all. I really want to do this for fun because, I'm a theater actor by trade, and all the theaters have been closed for a year, so I do this to get the attention I so desperately need. So, wow, here in LA, like small 30 people watching, that's like a full house in a storefront theater. Make sure to drop some likes. Hey, all right, do the YouTube things. Yeah, we would have been stronger for sure. Yeah, well, there's only so much we could do with Anna and Fathead in charge, but yeah, it was a fun alliance. Tell us about yourself, Falstaff. What are your hopes and your dreams? Oh man, I don't even have those anymore. My hope is to be a good storyteller, and my dream is to be a good storyteller that gets paid to do it. 16 likes. First action scene was nuts. Well, hey, thanks. I don't think I'd ever say this, but I'm gonna sub. Hey, subs are welcome. Sometimes we switch, sometimes we're Dom, sometimes we're subs. People are enigmatic. Turn on the music. Oh, the music of the game? Yeah, I can do that. How do you guys like your streams? I have no idea what the game sounds like. I don't know. Deepest desires? You don't want to know my deepest desires. It's only 11:18. We gotta wait till 1 a.m. before you get to my deepest desires. 3 look, aka the Glory Day. Yeah. But yeah, I've been really enjoying all the Marvel shows so far. They're doing a really, really great job. Just taking characters that have had, 12, 15 minutes of screen time total, and just really developing them in a fun way that feels really true to the Marvel comics. You're in SoCal too? Cool. Left my ass off, Falstaff, no doubt. Now turn off the music. You know what? I prefer music off and just kind of a little bit of sound effects. I'm here to do what you guys say. I'm a cam girl, so you go ahead. You're in control. Gonna fade into the background again. Have a wonderful stream, Falstaff, and sleep well tonight. I appreciate it, Dark, and once again, thanks for the donation. You are a mensch. I guess I better play the game while I live stream a video game. Phil, I knew you were joking, but I actually did want to turn the music back off. Just digging it a lot. We've all watched WandaVision, right? Or are there people that I'm worried about spoiling things for in the chat? Because, man, what a cool show. I was... It was one of the ones they announced that I was kind of like, what is this? I don't quite get what they're doing here. They're doing some sitcom-y stuff, and it's like black and white, and I was like, this looks like it might be like a little too artsy-fartsy try-hard. But then I really loved it. And the way they integrated that into the storytelling and Wanda's sort of psychosis, I really, really got down with that show. And I love Paul Bettany's trolling of the entire internet with his comments about finally getting to do a scene with one of his favorite actors in the last episode, and he couldn't believe it hadn't been leaked and all this stuff, and then it was him. He just did a scene with himself. The deepest desire is what you should call your top donator. My deepest desire tonight is 20 cent over 20. Yeah, we'll find a good name for that at some point. I'd like to find it in the stream somewhere. The way Brian did the deepest D. Yeah, it's not the biggest D, but the deepest D that counts. Uh, we're not talking about girth here. We're talking about length. I'm sorry if there's any kids here. Welcome to the channel. The final freaking episode was too insane. Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely, it was insane. The all the stuff about Wanda is kind of a cosmic entity, like the kind of like the Phoenix or something like that, something made by the universe. I dug that. That's a little bit of a change from the comics where she's just a mutant who has powers convenient to the plot whenever they need her to. So that's pretty neat. I'm excited to have the White Vision in the world. That's a pretty cool thing. I'm sorry, Chi, you can't be telling people your age on the internet, brother. That's going to be a rule in the chat. I'm not going to ban you. That's just going to be a warning because YouTube doesn't like that stuff. So no telling, no asking of ages, and all that stuff. What did Aaron C do? Deepest. Yeah. He got me with that one. Oh, my 6 stars are back. Great. I'll just drop those in. I should have a 6-star here soon. Oh man, I went to record a video. My first video, I was like, I'll do a crystal opening. And I did everything. I checked the sound. I did the stuff, and then something happened, man. I don't know, but I opened 10 calves off of grinded units, and I the sound was all messed up, and I couldn't post it, and I don't have the editing skills yet to like redo a thing and then put it on over top, so I had to do another one and and I got like nothing great. I mean, I got a 5-star. I got 4 5-stars out of 20, I think, and one of them was Ghost, and that's nice. But all the ones were I felt like such a noob. It's not night for you. Oh, so you must be on another continent. Yeah. Yeah, excuse me. But yeah, the all the stuff at the end of WandaVision and the stuff at the very end, teasing of the Darkhold stuff, and all the stuff that has to come in the Doctor Strange movie. I'm really looking forward to that. I think it's gonna be really fun. I've been looking for them to deep dive more into the mystic side of the whole thing since the first Doctor Strange movie, and it sounds like we're going to get there. Oh, all right. We are grinding arena. Thoughts on long shot. P.S. Do you know what shampoo BG uses? He does not answer me. What do you mean? What shampoo BG uses? I'm BG. This is bald caps off. What did you think he looked? I looked like underneath that bald cap. This is, and if you want to know, it's just the stuff that I get at Walgreens that's cheap. So, turtle wax in the shower. Yep, exactly. Thoughts on Longshot? I love Longshot as a character. The whole Mojo verse thing. When I first got into comics years and years ago, that was one of the first issues I picked up, and I was like, "What the hell is this? Who is this slug and this like 4-fingered man?" Because I started like the comics I first got was X-Men Inferno, and I wasn't like collecting when they came out. I just saw the cover at my friend's place, and I traded some G.I. Joes for the comic book and started reading, and I was hooked from there. So I came in right at the end of the Inferno storyline, and Longshot was a part of that. 28 subs. Oh. And I really I always loved the idea of using luck as sort of a mutant power, and I think they really sort of perfected that with Domino as far as storytelling goes. But Longshot's really cool. In game, I have him at rank 5. I use him for cosmic paths and stuff. Like I'm still working on Act 6. I took a pretty big break from the game. So when I see like a bunch of cosmics on the path, I'm like, okay, well, I'll just melt those guys. But he's fun to play. He's another one of those like kind of parry heavy, or like if you can bait something in heavy, reliant champions, but like the damage is just so good. Yeah, but yeah, me too. But rim shots. I I went to a friend's place tonight to have a little birthday dinner, and um, he showed me something I had I'm on the internet. I watch things, but I had never seen the Screen Rant thing of the pitch meeting, or the guy just doing reverse shot to himself about things. So we watched a bunch of those, and that was really fun. Um, but yeah, Longshot is a hero from the multiverse. He was created. He's from the Mojoverse. And he's lucky. That's why his name is Longshot. So bummer. Fortunately, I have to get up for work this morning. Get up 5.5 hours. So bummer. Gotta sleep, but I'll see you later. Have a good stream, dude. Thank you, Gloria, man. I really appreciate it, man. And I will see you around, and I'll see you in line chat. Thanks for bringing all these people in, man. I really appreciate it. Way better than just streaming to myself, or talking to myself, which I tend to do for the first several parts of the stream. But I've always got Chi here, talking to me about Ben 10. Oh yeah, the pitch meeting, super easy, barely an inconvenience. Yeah. They showed me quite a few, and the Rise of Skywalker one was just like chef's kiss. Because that movie makes absolutely no sense. It's just a big sloppy pile. They were like, we want to pack like 3 movies into one, and then undo what we did in the last one. Finn, I don't care about him. Oh, I'm still getting used to this new phone. I got an iPhone 12 Pro Max, and I just traded in from the 7 Plus, so it's a huge upgrade. But the special bars are in different spots. And so my thumbs are just not used to it. Yeah, so tomorrow, depending on what's going on YouTube, I'll probably try to jump into Variant 7 for a bit. See what that's all about. I see a lot of people, Thronebreaker, like BG was saying, it's a bit easy, so maybe I'll get in there and get some free rewards. We'll open up some crystals. We'll see. Or I could go in there and be like, well, this said this was easy. I'm really bad. And then you can see me rage and waste units and items. Okay. All right, Torch, settle down. Speaking of the use of luck as a mutant superpower, there's a show I watched some years back called Alphas. It was so good with the way they scientifically explained the biology of how they worked. Oh, I never saw that. There was a cool, they did a cool series of like they were like in the back of X-Men issues, where Forge did write-ups on like studying each mutant's powers, and there was one specifically was Cyclops. And they talked about how like blah blah blah. This is not actually energy beams from his eyes. He would have to eat all this stuff to produce that kind of energy, and more than a human could possibly consume. It actually opens up a portal into another dimension and shoots energy out of this other dimension. And it was like, oh, that's really neat. And there were a bunch of them. I can't quite remember who it all covered, but it was a fun little series they did. BG was saying, I thought you were BG. We're all BG. See, this is like... See? Don't you see it? With the bald cap on? These are not representative of the high-quality bald caps we sell, but I just wanted to give you an idea. See, under the bald cap, I'm giving Panda Man Pete a run for his money. With this luscious hair up here. I mean, I can't quite climb to his level. Who can? But I got a smaller phone, have a hard time dexing champs because my fat fingers are in the way. My brother loves the smaller phones, man. I can't do it. I gotta have the big screen. I just love it, a big screen, you know? There was a person who had that same type of ability, and it was like mental math, geometry calculation to influence outcomes. Oh, okay. That's cool. When you do live a double life, you start speaking about yourself in third person, right? Yeah, you forget what you lied about. Keeping track of the lies in a life like this is just, it's too difficult sometimes. I'm like Walter White, you know, getting caught. Am I the sexy version of BG? BG is the sexy version of BG. Come on now. Don't you dare insult that sexy bald man. But I'm the sexy version of Booger from Revenge of the Nerds. That's my sexy. Pete's hair should be illegal. Yeah. It's like Samson. If you cut it, he suddenly stops knowing how to use Ghost. Executioner song got me hooked. Yeah, that was the interview Strife. That was a cool series. I collected all those cards. Like, they put them in bags and they'd give them these cards, and I think there were cards you get from like Pizza Hut or something too. I don't remember. I still have some of those. All my comics got stolen back in the day, but I still have all my card collection. First ever guy to write fiction. Okay, I'll check it out. Definitely. Yeah, I'm gonna go to town on those videos because those are great. In 1990, they put out the first series of Marvel trading cards that had stats and bios. I was obsessed with those. Yeah, I had those. I lived in Arizona at the time, and like miles and miles away from me, there was this like swap meet that had a comic shop in it. It was an indoor swap meet because it's Arizona and it's hot as balls there, and it was really it was a tough walk, but by the time I got there, I got to sit in this little comic book thing that they made, and I would help them for free, and they would give me comics sometimes. Just this kid, and I remember, that's where I got, because they would pay me in a little bit of money, and I would spend that money at the shop. So essentially, thing for trade or whatever. But I got the whole set of the X-Men cards. I got a bunch of those, Tops or Fleer or whatever they were, Marvel cards when they came out with the stats on the back with the little bar graphs like power, energy, fighting ability and stuff. And I still have a bunch of them somewhere. Did you see the Summoner Showdown finals? I did see the Summoner Showdown finals, yeah. Yeah, Ryan George is hilarious. He's his own YouTube channel, also does the pitch meetings. Okay, okay, I'll check out his YouTube channel too, because yeah, he's great. For the 100th episode one, they showed me he did a pitch meeting on pitch meeting, where he kind of roasted himself. I was like, I love this. So I'm gonna be going on a deep dive pretty soon. Free to play? Do you buy offers, crystals, etc.? Aha! No, I'm not free to play. I have the Summoner Sigil. I buy the unit deal every month. I occasionally buy some of the. I don't usually get the big spendy deals. I'll get maybe something out of them, but I don't go for the whole thing. Generally, I'm not that. Listen, not a lot of people are paying me to do Shakespeare in Los Angeles. I mean, I do it all the time, but it's very little money. So I just kind of do what I can. I bartend on the side as well, but obviously not during the pandemic. But yeah, I sort of follow Brian's ethos, but I spend a little because I want to support the devs, and I want them to keep making this game that I like. So I have no problem dropping about $15 a month on the game, and they give me a game I can play. How long am I going to stream tonight? I don't know, maybe 2 hours. I haven't really set a schedule. Like I just kind of do it until I get tired, or if I'm feeling like I want to keep going, I just go. But like 2 hours has been kind of like I did one for 40 minutes. I did one for an hour and a half. I did one for 2 hours. So I'm looking to get some more regular stuff. But I was just kind of doing it, just kind of experimenting with what I like. But I'll definitely check out Ryan George, because that was great. Don't have any money, so I'm free to play. Yeah, no, I mean, I was free to play for a long time. And then every once in a while, I would just get when they started being ridiculous with the offers. I think the first time I stopped being free to play was when they offered the Awakening Gem. They did that Awakening Gem offer, and then immediately after they nerfed the champions you wanted to use it on. It was like the 12.0. It was the $100 4-star gem or whatever, and then 12.0 came out. So I used that to awaken my Scarlet Witch, and I went through Realm of Legends the night before 12.0 dropped. I was like, screw this, I'm going to Seaton my way through this thing. Get those rewards. So BG's other life is a bartending thespian. Interesting. There's so many facets to the man. Weirdly enough, I'm not married to Laura, though. So, I don't know how that works. Sounds like it's working out better for BG than me. Go. 3,000 glory from my alliance. Nice. Wait. We all got 3,000 glory because of the yeah. So must have been a big upgrade for you guys. Running map 4 and suddenly you have map 7 crystals in your inventory. Make sure to say if you pop any tier 4 class catalysts and stuff, make sure you save them for the right ones. Wait, Shakespeare in Los Angeles or Shakespeare but whilst you're in Los Angeles? Not a diss, but one probably be more interesting than the other. Both. Because I do regional theater as well. Often, so I'll do Shakespeare in, Coachella Valley or up in Sonora, right near Yosemite. Stuff like that. So, still California stuff, but there's other places I hope to go at some point. What am I doing? I can't play the game suddenly and I'm talking. Let's go long shot. Love those map 7 crystals. Yeah. We don't do map 7 no more in our Loki. We don't do map 6 no more in our Loki. We do map 5. Sort of. We're all just kind of super chillax right there, nobody really there's no pressure there, to do it. Like everybody's, I think we all kind of came from a place of being just sick of war, sick of pushing, sick of playing a lot to try to, maintain ourselves in higher alliances. So it's definitely a very chill place. So BG married, it's not good for the brand. Pop them all, trying to rake up your champs. Yeah, I mean that's what you get at your level, Chi. You're definitely gonna want to pop all that stuff. There's no sense in saving at your rate until you start getting older. So your account starts getting better, and you start getting more of those. When you get your first 5-star champ and stuff like that, you start to think about saving other resources. But yeah, you should not be hoarding at your stage. You can really tell I'm not BG now. Just told that kid not to hoard. Rank up to rank 4 stealth and your rank 3 quake. All right. Good stuff, G. Yeah, Executioner song. That was right before Age of Apocalypse, which was a dope story. Age of Apocalypse, Legion goes back in time to kill Magneto to spare his father, Professor X, all of the heartache and pain that experience over the years in their fights with each other. But when he gets there, he ends up killing his own father when Charles saves Magneto. And it sets events off in a crazy direction where now Apocalypse rules the world because Professor X has never been there to stop him. And, Magneto now leads the X-Men. That's where you see that the white costume come from, I believe, for the first time in that series. Iceman's a total badass in that stuff. There are several, Cyclops is kind of like a bad guy working for Sinister, who's working for Apocalypse, and he's hunting down Jean Grey and Wolverine as they flee. It's a really cool. But Gambit goes into space to get the Mcron crystal. It's a really, really cool series they did there. 30 subs. Wow, you guys are so cool. Thanks for subbing to the channel. I promise to, try to be putting out content and streaming regularly. My account is, not quite as great as some of the other guys, and I'm not part of the content creator program, so I can't, I won't get champs early to do sort of things, but I'll try to make interesting stuff. I've got a little notebook that I picked up, and I'm just writing down ideas. Okay, gotta go, but I left a like and a sub, and I'll see you another day. HG, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, man. And I'll definitely see you. I have, however, always wanted to act, possibly get into theater. Not really a good time to somehow start down that path, though. Not particularly now, but things are going to start back, opening up. People have been saying that theater is dying for thousands of years and is still here. It's not going anywhere. As long as people like gathering in a room together, hearing stories be told, being affected by people live on stage, it's going to live. People might be a little more cautious about how many people you put in that theater for a little while, which is, wise, of course. But it ain't going anywhere. There's still going to be careers to be had, and, there's so many things you learn. Like, I learned a bunch. Even when I didn't get cast in shows, I would go and volunteer to work tech crew on them. So I knew how to hang lights, I knew how to build sets. I knew how to, I still don't know how to sew. That's one thing I can't do. I can't sew and make costumes, but, painting, it's a creative avenue in so many different ways. And, teaching yourself how to do lighting boards and lighting design, sound design. Those are useful skills for a lot of different things besides theater. And it's never too late to start acting. The world needs the person who looks like you to give you a unique perspective. Shakespeare in a mask. That would be rough. But it's kind of, it depends a lot on clarity and diction if you really want to get your meaning across. But that's not going to work. Yeah, I'll do that. We'll see. But yeah, it should be interesting. I've seen these shows from people like things in regional theater where they're wearing these freaking dog cones around their necks, and they're singing into mics for musicals because a lot of lavalier stuff can be really carry all your spit, and the mics have dog cones on them as well to catch the spit. I'm like, that doesn't look like a fun show to be in. I don't know. I mean, I guess if you're desperate to get on stage again, or you have to put up a show to meet some sort of financial obligation or something like that, you got to do what you got to do. But I don't know. I wouldn't be able to. Focus. I wouldn't be able to get immersed in the show. It would break my immersion. You guys, it would break my immersion, Nicky. I'd be like, oh man. But I think there's like super creative ways to do it. Like if you did like a Greek drama, like Greek stuff is like already has masks, so you could make a super artsy show, or like kabuki or something like that. You could come on with like and do a really cool show with masks. I would be down to see it. I'm hoarding my daily crystals, so if I run out of revives or potions, I pop them open, which is saving me units. Yeah, that's a good strategy, Chi. That's what a lot of us do. Some of us to an insane degree. But yeah, that's wise. Anything you can do to save your units. Anything you can do to build up your units. That was part of the reason for starting the stream, is just trying to get back into grinding. Because sometimes when you're just sitting here by yourself, you're just like, oh my God, I don't want to grind. Are you kidding me? But if I'm talking to people at the same time, the time just passes by. And that's nice. That is nice. Oh. My computer just made a noise, but everything's fine. So I'm thinking we're going to get some kind of Shang-Chi trailer drop pretty soon. Because this whole with Falcon and the Winter Soldier ending next week, and it being more street level champions, this seems like the perfect tie-in to something like Shang-Chi, So I'm hoping that they'll tease something pretty quick here. And this is just a little preview for you guys. I see shiny, I open. I have no more crystals in my account. I did that for a long time too, especially when, building the thing. You gotta, you need those resources. Once things started expiring, I was like, oh, maybe I should just not open this. And honestly, for the longest time, when I first got my account, I didn't know that you could get the crystals and not pop them. I saw some video, and I was like, how does he have those crystals in there? And I went to the thing, and I pressed off of the button for the first time, and it just went back to the other screen, and I was like, oh, this whole time I didn't know you could do that. I think we all have those kind of dirt moments with the game, hopefully. I'm not alone. Yeah, I've got a number of friends who work in film and television out here who are quite successful. And I just heard a little thing that I'll share with you guys. They're making a Lando show they haven't announced. I don't know if it was because they scrapped that Soldiers of the Republic or whatever show. But man, that's cool. I want to see Donald Glover in some more stuff. I think when I had T4CC expire, I stopped opening everything. Yeah, exactly. When I first got a T4CC, I opened one of the map 4 or map 5 crystals way back in the day. I didn't even know what it was. I got a Mystic T4CC, and I was like, what do I even do with this thing? I don't even know about, it was a while before they introduced, the whole mastery tree and stuff, but I was annoyed that I had uneven units at one point. I was like, maybe I'll write them and say, would you just take 3 units away so I just have, because sometimes my brain can get like that. I didn't even know there were things to spend units on. I probably played the game for a year without unlocking parry and dex. Because I was just dumb. And I wasn't playing the game seriously. It wasn't until because I would look for content, but there just wasn't any for a long time. I started playing it 9 days after launch. Lando show, hell to the yes. Yeah. Just tell him you heard it from some guy on the internet. Um, yeah, I get to go. I get to go to all sorts of fun things because I have friends who work in the industry. I guess I could technically work in the industry too, but I don't feel myself so connected to TV and film as much as I do to theater, even though I sometimes get cast in things and I act in them, but nothing like major. I think the biggest thing I did was an uncredited role on Charmed, just to age myself a little bit. I did this episode where there was like a timeline switch, and there was a good timeline and a bad timeline. And one timeline I played a mugger and I robbed an old lady on the street. They had me run up and down the street over and over again. And the other time I played like a goody two shoes, and I'm helping. Like in the other timeline, I'm helping her across the street and carrying her groceries. And then they had me do a line on set, and they dubbed over my line with somebody else's voice. I guess maybe the on-set audio wasn't good enough, but they used that as an excuse to screw me out of some money, which freaking Hollywood. Man, the first time, when I first moved here, the job that made me finally decide to move here from Phoenix was I got cast in Joseph in the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, and I was just playing like a random chorus background guy, but I was getting paid really well, and it played for 2 weeks at the Pechanga Casino, and it took 3 weeks off, and then it played at the Kodak Theater, which is now whatever it is now, the Dolby or whatever. It's where they host the Oscars. So we were all super jazzed about that. It's over at Hollywood Highlands, big place. So we did the first 2 weeks at the Pechanga Casino. And then in between that, they fired a whole bunch of us, not everybody. And they hired like soap stars and Universal Studios stuntmen to do the Kodak run. So basically, they just used us to raise money at the Pechanga Casino, and then sent us on our way. So, that was my first introduction to Hollywood. Hooray for Hollywood! But then I decided to stay. Oh man, definitely going to have to take some classes or something to get into it at some point. Yeah, man. Classes are great. Getting into a room full of people and getting on stage, and it's intoxicating, man. It's not for everybody, and some people don't respect it at all, and they're going to say, what are you doing? Doesn't matter, man. Who cares? If you want a cool kind of actory Shakespeare series, there's something called, I think you can find it on YouTube. It's called Playing Shakespeare with John Barton, and it has a whole bunch of famous actors, now, like Patrick Stewart, Ian McKellen, David Suchet, Ben Kingsley, Michael Pennington. You might remember him from Return of the Jedi as the guy who's like, we shall double our efforts in the very beginning. But just a bunch of famous actors that are kind of just doing it in like a class setting. They rehearse scenes, and then he talks about how to do Shakespeare. It's very engaging and very knowledgeable stuff. My big brother and I watched every episode of Charmed when we were in high school at some point, 15 years ago. You definitely saw me. You definitely saw me. I also had what was that movie called? Coach Carter. Was in that. Just a college student. A bunch of my friends are in the Social Network, but that was all extra work. But they're all part of the frat house that they're in. So whenever I watch that movie, I just see a bunch of them. And it's just so funny. Extras, man. We're all just theater actors in LA. Just guys in the background, doing the things. And the Charmed was actually a fun set to be on. What else did I do that might be interesting? Oh, I did an episode of The Practice way back in the day before William Shatner was known to be on the show. Because he was doing his stuff, and then eventually split off into Boston Legal with Shatner and Spader in their own show. So I get to set, and I'm doing extra work, and I see one of the director's chairs, and they have the chairs around, and it says William Shatner on it, and I was like, huh, that must be like an on-set joke. It's like a captain's chair. Next thing I know, I'm standing at crafting, he walks around the corner. I was like, it's William Shatner. Holy shit! And I'm like, and he sees, like, he grabs some fruit from fruit bowl and he just starts shoveling in his mouth, and then he stops and he looks up and he sees me looking at him and he's just like, and he walks away in disgust. And I was like, I didn't know what to do. It was the first like huge celebrity I'd ever seen. In my job on The Practice was, like those courtroom scenes, and they have the big audience that watches the courtroom. And then they have the doors with the glass and people walk by them. I was one of the people in the hallway that walked by the door for about 8 hours. While everybody else in there got to sit down and listen to Shatner riff and joke around. I wasn't jealous or anything, but, whatever. William Shatner is high. When do you think you're going to do incursions with your fans? I don't think I will. It I don't know. I think it causes more issues than it's beneficial. Just because it's one of those things where I don't, somebody really wants to do it and I can't, and I don't want anybody to feel hurt. So I just better hurt everybody and say I'm not going to do it. Because if I want to do it, I'd rather just do it with somebody in my alliance. When one of us is up at 3 a.m. and we're like, yeah, you want to do incursion? Yeah, all right. For me, that's just kind of, because I don't do incursions a lot anyway. But I do want to get back into that. Saw Coach Carter in theaters. Well, yeah, we're really dating ourselves. Exactly. You can tell how long ago I moved to Hollywood. When I first moved here, man, I was doing anything I could to survive. I worked at Jamba Juice. Oh, God. All day long, that place is just annoying remixes of songs and blenders. Just waiting for tonight. It's just, I nearly went insane in that place. It did not last long. But yeah, the extra work is fun because you get to tell people back home that they're super excited for you. They're like, hey, yeah, I'm doing a week on Joan of Arcadia. And they're like, wow, you're really making it out there. But like, really, all extras do is exist. You get paid to exist. You're not doing any, not real acting really. You're just kind of sitting around and you're trying not to pull focus from what's going on in the shot. But hey, you can see, like, your mom can record you walking down a hallway. Like, I had, this was before, like, cell phone cameras, but I was on, God, what is it called? Not Gossip Girl, the Girls, something Girls. The one where Rory goes to Yale. Gilmore Girls. And I did a couple days on that, and they gave me a Yale sweater. I was like, Mom, guess what? I'm going to Yale instead of Arizona State University, which I did not go to either. Although I did go a bit. We'll just put it that way. I did go to ASU a bit. I went straight from high school to working professionally in acting. So I kind of I did a bit of college, and I was in classes with people who'd never done anything before, and I've been doing this since I was a kid. So I was like, I don't need to be here with these guys. If I'm going to get a degree, I might as well get it in something else. And then I just didn't. But Yeah, still acting. My first 3-star was Black Panther. He took me through quite a bit. He was one of the first champions with bleed, so you could get around, nodes that lowered your combat rating just by bleeding them out. And I think that's how I beat Kang. I think I beat him with my Black Panther, my OG Black Panther. He took me through quite a bit. Man, I was so psyched when I got my first 4-star. It was Star-Lord. And then I didn't awaken him for years. I got 5 stars before I awakened my 4-star Star-Lord. But yeah, Panther was my man back in the day. So what do you guys thinking of the new variant? I hear people saying it was easy. I watched a bit of BG stream today, but I had to duck out for a meeting and then go to the birthday thing. But it looked, I saw him just crushing it with things like 16 hits. I was like, what? What's going on here? Didn't really have time to pay attention, but is everybody enjoying it? The only crappy part about doing Coach Carter was I didn't get to see Samuel L. Jackson. I was all on the the B camera, or, like the B, what do they call it? The second unit director stuff. So, just random college student stuff. So I didn't get to go. I didn't get to go into the Coliseum and watch any of the game stuff get played. I never got to go see Samuel Jackson. I never got to see any of the other players, stars. Just got to walk around the campus for a while. One of the most fun sets, though, was Miss Congeniality 2. I got to meet Sandra Bullock. There's this scene where she's like signing books in a bookstore. And they pulled me out. I was just an extra on that one. They pulled me out and had me do stand-in. So I was just standing there. Stand-in is where you stand around while they aim lights at you, so the actors don't have to stand around all day. And you're just kind of roughly the same size and shape as the person they're going to aim lights at. They put you in their wardrobe so the lights bounce the same way and yada yada. But Sandra Bullock was just very cool. She would just come and hang out on set. She knew everybody's name. She was super nice to everybody. She's one of those people that was like, no wonder everybody loves her. She is really nice. She just sat there chit-chatting. Bernie Mac was like that, too. We did this thing where Bernie Mac did a set at the Wiltern, and there were they filled the Wiltern with a bunch of extras. And Bernie would do his, show, the set that was for the Bernie Mac show, and then he would just do a regular set that was much, much raunchier than they could show on, network television. And that was probably the best extra work day, because you just went to a Bernie Mac comedy show for hours. I had a blast. No opinion, I can't do variant yet? Yeah. What level do you have to be to do variant? 40 or something like that? Man. And when you first get here, you go to Central Casting, which is an actual place. It's not just a meme. And you sign up for extra work. Call in nightly. Try to get booked on something. I'm sure it's all digitized now on the internet, but you would call in, tell them your name, your number, and then they would look you up and say if they needed you. And I was lucky to have a look that they needed for, like, because a lot of times they wanted, 18 to look younger for high school stuff. So I ended up booking a lot of, those teen drama shows. And that paid my rent for the first, like, year and a half. A lot of those TV shows. I was on a pilot that Lewis Black it never got picked up and never aired, but he was going to be like a high school history teacher, and man, it was so good. I was really surprised they never picked it up because he was so great and he was so good in person too. Like, like his onstage persona is very angry, but he's very cool in real life. 45 and you're level 31. Okay. Yeah, keep grinding. The variants are fun. You can do the variants with the regular, like if you just do the other difficulty, right, Chi, and you can get those Stony Mastery cores, but you'll need to unlock your masteries. That's when you obviously you want to be doing the monthly stuff because it's going to go away, but you can plug away at those and get those mastery cores, and that'll help you out a lot. And can save you some units. If you didn't know. Oh, man. I gotta figure out how Howard is. Does anybody know? Does Howard need to be awakened for his new buff? I have not looked into it at all. I need to do that. So I got him as a 6-star. Yeah, easy cores and units. Exactly, Aaron C. Yeah. You know that? Okay. Are you grinding it out? Are you grinding it all out? Oh, why did I push into the special thing? I wasn't just not paying attention. It's okay, I wanted water. Four-star Howard? Yeah, I have no opinion on his buff just yet because I haven't studied, haven't had time to look into stuff. I was busy setting up a lot of stuff for the last couple of weeks, so I kind of sidelined the game a bit, except for dumping some energy. Maybe I'll make a video on that. Like, I don't know how to use Howard. Let's figure it out. No, he doesn't need his dupe. Cool. Sucks that you didn't get to see Samuel Jackson, but you did see Bernie Mac. Yeah. Uncollected for almost a year, and I get thwacked in the monthly AQs. Haven't touched it yet. Wait, should I? I mean, I think variant 1 is pretty difficult. It just kind of depends on the champs that you have. Because like if you have a Venom, or if you have like a Sentinel, like a ranked up Sentinel, there's damage you can do in the variants. And you can, like, at least for initial clears, so that you can get those gems, because those are totally worth initial clears. What you're gonna get. So find whatever easy path. Like Seaton often does videos where he'll show you, like, or he'll go through whatever easy path he can first, and just pay attention to what champs he's using, what his strategies are in those old videos. And just kind of piece it together from your knowledge of the game and just get through it. Because you get those gems, that'll help your advancement go up significantly. Oh, you're getting thwacked in monthly EQ. I got you. Yeah, I mean, if you can clear one path though, it's worth it. I feel like there's always some kind of easy path or some kind of cheese path if you know what's going on. Um, but yeah, if you're getting thwacked in monthlies, are you talking about in the Cavalier difficulty, or are you talking about in uncollected difficulty? No, he doesn't need his dupe. Yeah, okay, good. I was going to get the 4-star Howard from Arena, but chose to awaken Crossbones and then use the ISO to 550 Mole Man. Nice. Yeah, I have a Mole Man. I think it rank 3 or 4. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, I was like, I think his buff is probably going to be good. And so you already called him Mole God, as kind of a meme, but I just like the character. I like his goofy look. So I'm excited that he's better, and I'm definitely going to take him up at some point. Right now, I'm just working on getting my Apocalypse because I finally pulled him out of dual class, and I'm excited to play with his Horseman abilities. Variant 1 Variant 1 is by far the hardest one. The other ones they kind of get progressively easier as they go. As far as I had my experience was. But yeah, the tech one with Sentinel, he rips. The Venom rips through another one. So if you've got those champs, it's worth just going in. And just don't, and like BG says, don't just do it as a test run. Dip your toes in. Don't look at it as a full run. Don't say don't force yourself to do it if you feel like the content's out of your reach. It's not going anywhere. Just back out, come back in when you're ready, and you have the right champs. Mole Man is carrying me through this month's EQ. He's incredible. Good, yeah. I look forward to ranking him up. I'm excited for it because he's just fun. Uncollected. Haven't done story past the collector. I'm max level, and my 5-star roster is pretty good at this point, holding on to my 6-star crystals, but still use max rank 4 stars. Gotcha. Okay, so that's where you're. Okay, great. So are you still making your way through Act 5? Oh no, you said you're uncollected. So yeah, okay. You've gotten through that. Red Mag and Doom, which I didn't know they were. Red Mags and Doom are two of the best champs in the game, as far as I'm concerned. I don't think I'm being controversial there. Magneto's buff was magnificent. Some people don't like that. A lot of the mutants have that heavy charge mechanic, and some people don't like it. But I dig it, especially when he crushes the metal opponents. Crush them. I crush you. I crush you. Oh god, this is a really old reference. Kids in the Hall fans. Variant 1 also came out when there were a lot of counters for those Ultrons, though. Yeah. To be honest with you, I still haven't beat. I still didn't do all of Variant 1. I've gotten every other one, but I go back in and do a path every once in a while, but I'm always like, their rewards aren't that great. I don't need this. But I just do it for fun, because now I have the champs, might as well. I'll go back in and do that too. That's good content, right? Lazy Ass finally does Variant 1. That's the title of a video right there. It's usually a boss or particular champ that trips me up in monthly EQ. Yeah. They'll put something, they'll put a path together where you'll do. You're like, I can easily blip these 3 fights with this champ, they'll put one champ on the path that needs a specific counter or should have a specific counter, and if you don't have that, sometimes it can be tough. Man, back in the day, one of the only event quests I didn't complete was when they introduced Iceman, and you had to fight through like 6 Icemans across the board, and it was just he was just melting my champ. Like I couldn't do anything about it. Like it was so many revives, so many potions. I had no counters for that damage. It was I raged. I got tilted, as the youth say. So I didn't complete it. I was like, you know what, I'm just not doing this one. That one, and there was one of the challenges back in the day. I want to say it was Batista Bomb, that you needed a magic, and I didn't have a magic, so I didn't get that title either. I do not be knowing how to play Ghost. I mean, I know how she works. I'm just not very good. I watch Pete's videos and I'm like, come on, why can't I be like that? We can't all have that hair though, man. You remember that? Yeah. That's when I ranked up the old Iron Man and brought him in. Right. I did that too. I thought like I didn't have the resource. I think I didn't have the tech resources or something like that because you got low and then Iron Man does the heal. Yeah, I think I don't know if I came upon that late or if I was just like didn't have the resources at the time, but yeah, I couldn't do it. Could not do it. I haven't touched this month's variant yet. I'm going to do it on stream. So that'll be fun. Oh, that doesn't kill her. There we go. I'm in love with my left hand. I'm not sure what that means. Are you a lefty? Adam Edwards, I'm not sure where you're going with this, bud. Yeah, I think I might not even have had an Iron Man at that time. I was one of those people that like got lucky and didn't pull some of those crappy champs for a really long time. My first 5-star was Jugs. But after that, I had a pretty good string of luck. Then I awakened Jugs. I still only have 3 Mystic 6-stars, but they're not terrible. Like, I have an awakened Jugs, so, you know, defense. I have a Morning Star and unawakened, and then I have a Man Thing unawakened. The Man Thing's fun. I repeat, the same who got Doom and Mag got a 4-star Nexus and got a pull between Professor X, Venom the Duck, and Sasquatch. Hey, if you like Sass, take Sass. Professor X could be a tough champ for new players to learn how to play, so I don't blame any new players not taking him. Venom the Duck, he's good, but he's not like one of those. I don't know. I think he's just kind of another one of those ones that nobody really uses. At least not in high-end stuff. Red Mag and Doom are both 4 stars max for me. Balancing who I use in EQ, AQ, occasionally AW is annoying. Yeah, I try to keep my really good, useful 5 stars available for questing, but AQ can be hard with just 4 stars. Yeah. For me, when I was doing that back in the day, it was healing champs. So I brought, like, Wolverine came to AQ with me every time. Dr. Voodoo came with me to AQ every time. And I made sure, like, these are I want to be on these paths, please, officers. Or when I was, an officer, I was like, this is my path. Because those will save, that'll save you units. Any champ that heals is going to save you, is a good AQ champ. Like Hyperion is one of the top AQ champs in the game, because you can, when you activate his healing, you can just kind of hold off on fighting the champ for a little while and just get all that life back. And he chose Sass that he never played with. Sasquatch. Well, Sasquatch is fun. I probably would have taken Professor X in that if I had that choice, but Sasquatch has like some damage types like Rupture that not a lot of other characters have, and I don't think I don't know if anybody's immune to it. Oh, this is a Peckle. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. But yeah, I hunted Doom for a long time out of the dual class crystals. Finally got him. I was so psyched. I had a gem ready for him and everything. I had all these 6 zones staved up, so I took him directly to rank 200. I had enough of the class one, then enough, because I'd been saving for either the Aegon so I could jump into Labyrinth and finish it, or Doom, and I got him. And he upped my prestige. Not that prestige is a deal for me anymore, but I was super happy to get him and super happy to play him. He's so fun to play. Once you learn the Doom cycle, it's really fun. And it's even more fun when you forget how to Doom in the middle of a fight and you're like, why don't I just do? Oh, well, God. And Red Mags, he's just a beast, man. Just, you crumple guys on that special 3, and it's just ridiculous. And the fact that he gets class advantage on any robot or any metal champ, that's just insane. Sorry, tech class. Magneto is your god now. Kneel before Zod. Goodbye. Alright. Next! The game plays so much smoother on this phone, though. I mean, it played really smooth. Well, when the iPhone 7 Plus first came out, that was bomb. But it was getting old, and the battery was starting to go. This thing is like butter, except for when the servers don't want to cooperate. Oh. Yeah, EQ, AQ, AW. Sometimes, I remember back when, I was building my account, I would do the harder EQs on the 2 days that, or however many days, the time that AW was, or AQ was down, so that I could, try to use my best champs for that. And then I would use my energy on the lower quests, beginner and heroic and all that, to get the units. And that's why, I wouldn't waste energy and whatnot. And, back before you could auto fight the Catalyst ones, I would do those too, just to get Catalyst to rank up the champs. And that was how I sort of split up the time, so I wasn't spending, it wasn't too frustrating to try to get through the more difficult content. But yeah, especially when you're building the account, so much things are about resource management and EQ, AQ, AW. That's about your time management, your champ management. And the harder AQs, you gotta have certain champs for certain paths. Even in map 5, you want bleed immunes, poison immunes, stuff like that, but it's a little more forgiving. I'm sorry you're bored, Chi. I'm doing the best I can. Talking about the game. But, yeah, talk to me, I'll talk to you. Let me know what you guys want to talk about. The more questions you ask, the more I can talk. If that's what you're here for. Am I trying to save 30k units like BG? Yeah, I'll get there somewhere around 2025. There's no way, man. I think the highest I've ever gotten was like 8k. And that's when I was saving up to buy, like the end of the year Christmas deal, or Black Friday, whatever, unit deals. So I didn't quite get to the full, 9 or 10k that you need. So I got, I didn't get all the stuff. I wish I could save those kinds of units, man. Every time I get up there, though, I try whenever a new champ comes out, I will buy like one crystal just to see what happens, just see if I get lucky. It's dumb, don't do that, but I do it because it's fun for me. I'm like, yeah, let's see what happens. Is it a 3-star? It's a 3-star. Huzzah! I've just wasted the units, but hey. You never know when you're gonna have a good time. That's how I pulled Hood. Savings? What's that? Yeah, don't save. Oh my gosh, like I said, I recorded video and I had to buy. I recorded a cab opening and my sound was bad and I had to buy another 10 cabs. Rip all those units. That's okay. I'm gonna get through. I'm gonna finish up Act 6. I might need units for that. I have most of the masteries already making. Just a few that I'm not fully that I just would never use. I haven't taken them. I haven't unlocked them. But I have a lot of the things. So I'm just maybe I'll just hold off for the deals again because 4th of July, not too far away. Maybe I will save. Maybe. Highest units I ever saved was 780 units. Yeah. I remember feeling like a big baller. The first time I did that, I was like, man, I got over 500 units. Then I saw the price of the big cores, and I was like, oh, okay. I need like 3 of these things. Language? Did I curse? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a potty mouth. It does say Falstaff late night on there. I apologize if one slips out every now and then, but I'll probably get more used to controlling that stuff as time goes on. Right now, though, I just like. Also, language, nice reference to Avengers 2, Age of Ultron. I was watching BG stream with B Manny on, on stream. B Manny dropped an F bomb and he was like, "Oh man, I'm sorry." He's just like, "Ah, that's cool." And B Manny's got a voice on him though. It's like butter. It's like southern butter. Oh, Aaron said the S word? Oh, it's totally fine. People can curse in chat. I don't mind it. You might have to adjust your settings, Chi, to filter out language if you don't want to see it. But yeah, people can curse in streams as long as they're not being, trolls or racists or, any of the ists they could be. This is an inclusive place. We all just want to have fun here, grind the game, have a good time. Where did Aaron say the S word? Or is savings the S word? Did I just miss the intent? Did the entire joke just go right over old Falstaff's head? Listen, guys, this is hard. This is hard. It's not hard. I'm just new and dumb. Just playing a video game and talking. Who are you? Who? Really want to know. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Chi. I don't know what I'm not sure what cheese which one he's talking about, but well. I'm not concerned, but yes. There we go. Yeah, where I'm at, it's 12:34. Please tell me you were an extra on Psych at some point. No, that was after I stopped doing extra work. But that show is so funny. I ended up doing a lot of... Was it called CW back then? No, it was like WB. A lot of WB shows. Like I said, they wanted 18 to look younger, and I was looking young at my age back then, and so I got cast in a lot of those. What else did I do? Might be interesting. I don't even know. Oh, a few years, actually, years later, though, I did a Demi Lovato video. They shot at this place called the Spider Club in Hollywood. And I was in the crowd dancing to her music. Psych is great. Psych is such a funny show, such a clever show. Like, it's a show that comes at you sideways with jokes. You don't see them come. They're the cross cuts you don't see coming. Yeah, I got to meet a bunch of celebrities. I met Jack Black, who's a super nice guy. My sister was she lived in New York, and she was dating this comedian, and he was or no, yes, he was friends with Laura Keitlinger, who Jack Black was dating at the time, and Tenacious D was performing at Madison Square Garden, and he was like, "Yeah, we're gonna go see the show, and then we get to go backstage." And when she got there, her name wasn't on the list, so they wouldn't let her in. And she's calling her friend, and she's like, "Oh man, they won't let me in." She's like, "I don't know what to do." And Jack hears her, and he's like, "What's the problem?" And she's like, "They won't let my friend in." He goes to the backstage door at Madison Square Garden, opens it, grabs my sister by the hand, takes her inside, and goes to the door guy, "She's with me," and like takes her in, and she's like, like, so like the coolest guy. I was working at a bar called Safari Sam's in LA at the time, years and years ago, and Frank Black was performing that night from the Pixies in his band Black Francis, and Jack Black was there. A bunch of celebrities were there, but Jack Black was the only one I cared about. And he was just so awesome and nice. He talked to me like I was sitting there at the bar, like grabbing stuff, and he was just like, "What's up, dude?" And I was like, "Hey, man, I'm a huge fan, like, for a long time." He did, since Mr. Show, and he goes, "Yeah, Mr. Show, those were the days." And I was like, "Oh my God, you're Jack Black all the time? That's awesome. I love you." He did the same thing because my brother was at the same show, and he came out. They were just standing around smoking, and he went over and talked to them, and he was like, I was like, "Man, that guy is cool." I got to meet Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt. They were like, I felt like such a troll, like a dirty little goblin next to them. They're the most beautiful. Like, it was like Apollo and Athena standing there, and I was this like, "Here are your drinks, sir." Like. But it was at this Banksy, the artist, did this art show downtown. It's called the Pink Elephant Show, and they did it was open to the public, but they did a pre-show for a bunch of celebrities and executives and stuff. People came, got to meet Keanu Reeves, another very chill dude. Jude Law, who sucks because he hit on my girlfriend at the time. Screw that guy, good actor, but he's a horn dog. Who else was there? Gosh, House of Pain. A bunch of people. They all just bought a whole bunch of Banksy. I had the chance to get a print instead of getting paid, but I was so desperate for money to pay my rent that I couldn't do it, and that print would have been worth thousands today. Thousands. Huge regret, but nothing I can do about it now. My friend was dating the guy who put it on. Like, he was one of the guys that, Banksy knew who he was. And so he picked him up at the airport and, and did the whole thing. Like, I never got to meet Banksy, never saw his face or anything like that. Just, worked at the show, helped setting up, and then handing out drinks to celebrities. But that was a cool night. There's a freaking painted pink elephant in the room. Dawson's Creek, Seventh Heaven, Touched by an Angel, Buffy. No, Dawson's Creek. No Seventh Heaven. No. I watched Angel and Buffy, but no, I didn't get to do them. I think those were done by the time I got to LA. Yeah. God, it's such a blank now. I'm drawing a blank about all the shows that I worked on. Aaron said, if you see this, Always Sunny. Always Sunny is great. I would do extra work on that show. Yeah, if they needed me, I'd be like, yeah, sure, put me in the background. I'll pretend to drink beer. What's up? Welcome back, Stealth. Jack Black is annoying to some people, but I think he's great and a genuinely great guy by all accounts. Yeah, absolutely. Like I can see why we might not like him. Like, I love him, and I think he was like terribly miscast in Kong. King Kong. It was just a weird thing. Like, 'twas beauty killed the beast. You know, like what? Odd choice, but I love him in other stuff. The Tenacious D TV show on HBO is so funny and so weird. I saw them live a couple of times. Once, oh man, it was a great show. It was them, Weezer, Jimmy Eat World, I think, Arcade Fire, Live. Do you remember Live from back in the 90s? Lightning crashes and old mother cries. The angel opens her eyes. I saw them. Yeah, and Tenacious D was one of the bands there. It was a great. I went with my sister to that show. It was awesome. Why are you not seeing my comment? I am seeing your comment. If you guys haven't seen, I don't even know, it should be on HBO Max because I think they own the show. If you haven't watched the Tenacious D, like half-hour TV show that was on HBO for like 8 episodes or whatever from years and years ago, before even Mr. Show, or maybe it was after Mr. Show. It was after Mr. Show. Also watch Mr. Show. It's so funny. Yeah, we see you, Chi. See, Aaron said if you didn't see his comment. But I did see Aaron's comment, didn't I? Yeah. Always Sunny. It's always sunny. The show is never not funny to me. It always feels fresh. I want to be around like those characters, even though they're terrible people. I just want to see what they're gonna do this week. What the gang's gonna do this week. I absolutely adore it. All the other guys are. They're kind of moving on. It seems. I don't know. Rob McElhenney's got Mystic Quest, which I really liked. They just said season 2 is coming out. It was Mystic Quest Raven's Banquet, but now it's just Mystic Quest, which is a good title change. I really like the show, and they had a really great. They came back on after they did their first season finale, and they did a one-off episode in quarantine, and it was really, really touching. I really liked it. So it's a goofy show at heart, but it also has one of those, Rob McElhenney is a douchebag with a heart of gold. It's a fun show. I like it a lot. What time is it where I am? It's 12:45 where I am. So I'm going to jump off here in probably 15 minutes. Sorry, only 15 more minutes of this hot MCOC Falstaff action. I got to get some sleep. Need to get up early, get some stuff done. Hopefully stream a bit tomorrow during the day. Yeah, new Kingpin rocks. I was super thrilled to pull him, man. This champ is dope now. I wanted him anyway, just because I like the character Kingpin. I just wanted the champ I don't even have him as a 5-star. Who? Who? What? What who? Why am I not seeing your comment about Aaron? I read your comment about Aaron. It says, Aaron said if you didn't see his comment. And then there's a quotation mark, and then it's blank. At least what it looks like for me. If there's something else there and I don't see it, I'm sorry. Who to stealth? Not sure what you mean. I'm not sure. Oh. Yeah. It's about that time. Actually, maybe I won't make it 15 minutes. I just had a crash. So I'm going to just open a couple of arena crystals and then we're going to call the stream here. Thank you all for showing up. It was really nice having people in the chat and talking and stuff, and it was great. I had fun. Hopefully you guys will be back. Hopefully you had fun too. I'll have more conversations, or I can forget the things that I used to know. Starting a beef. Is she starting a beef? He said to stealth when he said time is it for you. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on, but if there's beef, I guess I'm a vegetarian. Because I want none of it. No beefs. I had a filet mignon for dinner today. Oh my lord. My friend Gus knows how to cook. He and his wife just had a baby, so she was feeding the baby while he was feeding me. It was a beautiful, beautiful moment. Their baby is so cute. So cute, his little cheeks. They got gold! Gold! Some things are censored from... Yeah, like when things show up, some things are censored. Like if... there might be like some word filters in Streamlabs or something. I ain't trying to start beef. Ain't got no beef. No beefs. No beefs here. Yeah, we'll do one more. We'll do one more. We'll do one more of these. Steal BG's stream ending routine. I was lurking in the back the whole time, but nice stream. I'll be back if I catch you on again. Cool, Mark. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. It's just great to... Yeah, I lurk a lot. Sometimes I just want to lay on my bed and listen to the sweet sounds of BG talking me through MCOC. Thank God you're going to stream during the day tomorrow. I can't stay up till 4 a.m. consistently to watch you stream, but I'm glad I did tonight. Good. Well, hey, man, I didn't mean to keep you up till 4. Units! 75. All right, that's fine. All right. Great. We end on a positive note. We got units. There's no beef. There's chicken and pork and fish, but there's no beef. Ain't no beef up in here. All right, y'all. I will see you in the next stream. Thanks so much for coming out. Have a good one. That's BG's end. I can't say have a good one. That's his end. Have a great night. And I'll see you tomorrow. A little ASMR ending. Hey guys, how's it going? Good night. Good night, everyone. Now you can also link us to someone because like BG, sexy bald man of NBCOC. Link us to oh gosh, yeah, you're right. I don't know how to rate somebody. I don't know how to do any of these things. I have to learn. I wish I could just take BG out for coffee for an hour, and just so he could just tell me how to do it, or beans. He's not going to drink coffee for an hour, and just so I could know how to do that. I'm sure there's a YouTube video I could just go and find out. But yeah, I got to do that. Professional YouTuber. Stay dorky. Yeah, stay dorky, and I'll catch you all on the flip. Tell your friends. Tell your mama. Thank you for coming back to the channel. Oh, God, that was a terrible scene. On that note, we will end the stream. I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.